There are a lot of fancy new hop products on the market, so I decided to make a beer with 3 of them. Could this be the future of beer? Let's go find out. This is not going to pour. So what even are these hop products? Okay, well, this first medical syringe looking thing is CO2 hop extract. It's gonna go in at 60 minutes. Yakima Valley recommends that you use this product, and 1 milliliters will provide about 10 IBUs of bittering and 1050 wort for 60 minutes. CO2 extract going in at 60 minutes, 4 milliliters. Easy peasy. And I even got some left over. As far as the beer goes, because I'm using all these hop products, I wanted to make a beer that was just gonna showcase the hops. So I'm going with a pretty basic pale ale recipe. It's got 95% Vienna malt, or 11 pounds of Vienna malt from root shoot malting. And I did add 8 ounces of carapils in there just for some extra head retention. Next round of hop products that's going in is some Centennial Incognito. All right, so it's still really thick in there because this is not going to pour out. Looks a little oily, like it's not dispersing very well. Let me show you. Really try to get it dispersed in there. That definitely looks like it helped right now. Brew day is basically over. All I need to do is finish chilling it down, rack it over into my fermenter, and then finish cleaning up. The next hop product I'll be adding in is gonna be during the dry hop, so I'll see you then. Good morning. We still have active fermentation, and I have decided that I'm going to need to add my new Spectrum hops during kind of a little bit more active fermentation because I'm going to be opening up my fermenter and I really don't want to worry about oxidation. Pretty simple. Sanitize Spectrum. So I've got a 20-gram pack of Citrus Spectrum hops. Sanitize my scissors. Okay, here we go. Spectrum hops have been added. I'm gonna let this thing ferment out and then transfer it to a keg, carbonate it, and enjoy it. Well, hey, it's time for Beer with Brian. As you can see, I have a half-drink glass of this pale ale. So the funny thing is this is not the first time that I've sampled this beer. I taste my beer all throughout the process. This beer was really surprising, and it's brought up something that I think doesn't get talked about enough with beer. So as you know, I made this beer with 3 hop products that are not pellets at all. CO2 hop extract, Incognito, Centennial Incognito, and Citrus Spectrum. When I was originally pulling those hydrometer measurements and tasting the beer, I was like really underwhelmed at the hop flavor and aroma. And not that it wasn't good, it just wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a lot more hop flavor and aroma, and I wasn't getting it. And the thing that I have noticed is now that I am drinking it, now that it has carbonation in it, it has completely transformed this beer. And that's the thing that I think nobody talks about. The role carbonation plays in making your beer. It's absolutely imperative to have the right carbonation level. And this one is still a little bit undercarbonated. I think it's gonna get even better once I get it to the appropriate level of carbonation, which I'm shooting for, which I think is 2.4 or 2.5 volumes. It has completely transformed this beer. It has that nice acidic carbonic bite, and it has actually brightened the hop flavors quite a bit. It is what I would expect from a pale ale now. It's not a really juicy, hoppy pale ale, but more in line with like what a Sierra Nevada pale ale would be. Just has a nice bitter presence, but not too much, not overpowering. Has that great kind of piney, citrusy Centennial hit punch to it. And then I get a little bit extra citrus from that Citra Spectrum dry hop that I've added. So I think my plan was to rack this to a keg and throw some more hops in the keg and dry hop it. But I think the more that I drink this beer, the more I am enjoying it and realizing that this is almost exactly what I would expect from just a traditional kind of classic American pale ale. I am really enjoying this. Maybe it's the beer talking, but I'm gonna let it ride just like it is. It's really good. You know, I'm really happy in a way just because I can just let it sit. I don't have to do much more with it, which means, I guess, this video's done. So cheers, see you in the next one.